Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The best words ever. Um, how y'all doing today? I am exhausted myself. Ooh, what a weekend. What a whirlwind weekend. Uh, I've been looking at my DMs, and what I have been asked to speak on today is about the ancestors and what I mean when I say the ancestors. And I'm talking the ancestors from your lineage and as a culture, as a people, whoever that is, those are also the ancestors. And some of the work I do with them is traditional, depending on what modality I'm working with and what initiation piece I'm working with. And then some of them are more intuition. But all of it is, all of it's good, right? So when you work with the ancestors, one of the ways that they come is that you have what people sometimes say is the subconscious mind working. That it's something in your subconscious, so you dream about your ancestry. But the difference when you're dreaming and when your ancestors are visiting are the sensations being reached. So for instance, when my mom comes to visit me, when my mom comes to visit me, I can feel her sitting on my bed. Like the weight of the bed sinks in, and I can feel her sitting there. And then we start talking. And I wake up, and it's not necessarily a memory, but because I can still see her, feel her, smell her. That part right there. That's the piece. If you open your eyes and you're seeing them, you're like, oh, okay. Sheesh. But there's that, and there's subconscious dreaming, but there's a lot of intuition. There's a lot of pulling that energy in, because when you focus on something, like I said before, it makes it happen. Like you can think of somebody intensely, really intensely, and then the next thing you know, they're calling you. You can think of a song that you really love, and then 5 minutes later you hear it. Things like that. That's what I'm talking about, the intuition part. It's actually just tuning in so deeply that you make it happen, right? So there's that. And then there's, the honoring of it. So for me, I learned how to honor other people's, other cultures, honoring of their ancestors, like in Japan and in Oaxaca. I learned about theirs and appreciated so much that I now do my own honoring on their days, right, of the ancestors, because I think it's beautiful, and there's so much energy on that day that they've created. People know about it, people honor them, that it's easier to tap into them. Especially if I have questions or I need some answers. Like my mama is one of my main influences, and one of my main, basically, if I need answers or help or decision making, I ask my mom, what should I do? And she answers me. Like, I got a big thing to ask her right now. She's gonna, first of all, she's gonna be like, "Child, how did you get?" And I'm gonna be like, "Don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me. Just answer me, mama. Just answer me." Which she will do. So when you're doing that, you can ask questions, you can receive information, or you can just ask for them to remind you you're not alone, right? So those are some of the things that I do. Another thing that I do is, I always keep an ancestor altar. I think it's important. So the matriarch and the patriarch of the family just passed away, and they're on my altar, next to my mom, my grandmother, my uncle. I have a lot of people on there. I have some friends on there who were taken by suicide that are on the altar, and some family friends. Just a lot of people that I just keep honoring, and I could not imagine not having access to them, if that makes sense. So that's what I do. You can also do it daily. There's a way to do it daily. So how you do it daily is when you make your food for your family, you make an ancestor plate. And this I learned, I think the first time I learned this was from Grandfather Frank and Grandmother Patricia, I believe. Don't quote me. I don't know, I could be lying. But you make an additional plate for them. This is also something I learned in Africa, that you honor those who have gone on before you with food. So, and you put down, depending on the culture, you put down the food that either the deceased loves, or you put down food that's popular to your culture. So like for me, I'll go to that market over in Crenshaw and I'll get some callaloo, I'll have some yams, some cornmeal, you know, because I can't make fufu, but I can have cornmeal and stuff like that. So I can put that down there too. And that's an honoring. It keeps them happy. So what's supposed to happen is it keeps them happy and it keeps them satiated. So ain't no foolishness going on. That's what's supposed to happen. But I think it's just keeping the line healthy and good energetically and honoring them with your nutrition, knowing that they are the reason why you are here and you are able to partake of the nutrition, right? So you could do that. So I've been to gatherings where the people, you know, would do the blessing. Hold on. Okay. People would do the blessing, and then also at the same time, they would have the plate out there, the honor, and then they might do a song that's from their family, like whether it was the gospel and it was spiritual, whatever it was, and then we eat. That would be how every meal would go. So there's some people who create their own thing, and then some people who follow the more traditional line, and some people who, you know, follow their intuition and just let it go like that. So I hope this helps, and I hope, because there was a few people who wanted that information, so there you go. Hope it helps. Hope you tap in and tune into your ancestry. It's very rewarding and very rich, and it should not be ignored. Okay. Have a blessed day.